Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Ryan Kostrowski. This is Fitness for Everyone. So this is gonna be the first show. We're just here to talk about getting into shape, guys. Staying in shape, getting fit, all the different little tricks and trades that you can use in order to be in better shape. And the goal of the show is to mostly be oriented around your kind of average people. Like that's why it's called Fitness for Everyone. So if you can, subscribe to the station, press the like button if you don't mind, and let's just kind of get in here. We're only going to spend a couple minutes on each of these and just kind of talk about, uh, you know, little short tidbits of what we can get into for the day in order to get ourselves into better shape. Or if you're just starting out, if it's been a while, maybe this will be a little bit of a refresher course for you. So today we're going to talk about goals, something that I personally, I find very important. Now we're all going to be different. I will definitely do a show someday talking about how not every workout routine is going to be for everybody. We're all a little bit different. But today, I'm a big believer in goals. I think they work for most people. And let's just kind of talk about some of the little ins and outs that go along with it. So, first off, who am I? My name is Ryan Kostrowski. I live in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I'm a 40-year-old father of two. I'm a licensed personal trainer. Just kind of been a fitness fan since I was young. Though. This starts off as, like I said, as a young kid outside playing games and running around all the time, to up through high school, playing football, lifting weights competitively, and things like that. Like I said here, the goal of the show, uh, I got no problem talking to elite athletes if we want to find ways that we can, improve what we're doing. Maybe you can help me as much as I can help you. But mostly the goal is going to be oriented around talking to people who are just looking to improve the overall quality of their life, their health, their bodies. They want to just be able to run up the stairs without feeling like they're out of breath, and try to help instill some habits into people that will get them through their workouts on a daily basis or a weekly basis or whatever it might be. Most importantly, there's a million YouTube channels out there. There's a million places you can go to find good quality information about what it is that you can do to get into better shape. But I really want to talk about the practical application of things like that. Yes, it would be great if you ate kale every day or ran 12 miles every day, but that's not going to work for most people. Most people don't want to completely replace pizza out of their life with spinach. They want to find ways that they can still have a, exciting life, whether that's drinking a few beers or eating something delicious, but also, be healthy and not run 12 miles every single day, but ways that they can stay in shape. And we just want to talk about the little ins and outs that go along with things like that. So again, I believe firmly in this. We're all going to be different. If you can get yourself into great shape and stay that way without setting goals, all the more power to you. But for me specifically, and I know this to be true for a large number of people, uh, you need goals. You need to know what you want to do and how to get there. So if you haven't worked out in a long time and you're feeling overweight and you're feeling sluggish, the whole idea behind I just want to be in better shape, that's good. That's a great goal to have. But you need to find something that's a little bit more measurable than that personally. Um, I don't know. Like I said, most people need goals in order to get there. And something like that you can't really put a number on or anything like that is going to be difficult to find motivating on a daily basis. More importantly to me, like running a marathon is different than wanting to be able to bench press 400 pounds or just wanting to be able to look good naked. I can use myself as like for personal examples, knowing that we're all going to be a little bit different. But, for example, when I was a younger athlete, I wanted big arms and big chest. Thought it looked cool, right? I wanted to be strong. Now that I'm older, I really focus on having like a tight core because I'm trying to alleviate lower back issues, which I'm sure a lot of you guys who might be in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s who might watch this, you can understand what it's like to have back pain and wanting to have that as less of an issue in your life. I actually just got done dealing with back pain for the first time in about a year. It sucks. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. It is terrible. I have found that really focusing on core workouts the last year or two and losing some of the fluff around the middle has been a huge, huge advantage to not feeling like you're out of the game. Because when your back hurts, I mean, you can't do anything right. Sleeping sucks. You can't sit. You can't work out. So trying to get rid of back pain has been a big goal of mine over the last couple of years. And focusing on core as opposed to arms has been a big help on that. Not that you can't do both, but really knowing what your goal is and what you're trying to accomplish. Long-term goals versus short-term goals. For my money, and again, we're all different, long-term goals are what keep you going at it day after day. Great examples of that. Like, let's say you can't run at all. Like, literally, you couldn't run a quarter mile, unless there was $1 million at the end of it. A long-term goal could be for you to run a 5K, a 10K, to do a Tough Mud or something like that. A short-term goal might be this week, my goal is to run a quarter mile on Monday, a half mile on Thursday, and then, 3/4 of a mile on Sunday, or whatever you feel is apt for you specifically. About 2 years ago was when I decided I really wanted to focus more on my core because I was sick of back issues, right? Like I was in decent shape. I would run a decent amount, lift weights and things like that, but I never really enjoyed core workouts. So I made the goal that I wanted to have abs at the age of 40. I know, sounds a little bit silly. I definitely don't have a six pack, but the fact that I have visible abs at the age of 40 is a point of pride with me. However, that takes a little bit of time. That takes diet, and that takes doing a lot of core workouts. So that is something that is difficult to maintain the motivation on. I'm sure I am not the only one here who has been very motivated for a day, a week, or a month, and then found themselves, watching TV at the end of the day for months at a time or whatever it might be and not doing the work to go along with it. However, that's where a short-term goal for me can come in. And that would be, I'm going to do 1,000 crunches over the next 3 days. It's very measurable. It's attainable. It's something that if I know for me personally, if I don't get there, I'll be upset with myself. How motivated you are by numeric goals like that, that's different for everybody. I like running on the treadmill or using my GPS app for running because of the numeric goals, but we're all going to focus on that a little bit differently. But having measurable goals versus just I want to be in better shape or I want to look good naked, it's a lot easier to get to something like that because it's measurable and it doesn't feel so overwhelming. If your only goal is to be in better shape and you work out, every day for 2 weeks and you don't feel like you're in that much better shape, it's really easy to give up. So ideas of measurable goals, like we discussed, run a 5K, run a 10K, do a Tough Mud, run a marathon, bench press 300 pounds, lose 20 pounds, decrease my body fat, lower my cholesterol. These are all things that you can measure and get actual, you can see the result, I guess is the best way to look at it. So try setting a goal for a day, for a week, but also have one that might last for months or, potentially even a year. You're going to know yourself better than, me or anybody else can know you. You can know how long you can stay motivated on certain things, but it's much easier to use a combination of both short-term and long-term goals, in my opinion. So that's what we got for today, guys. I appreciate y'all watching. Subscribe to the station. If you happen to be new to it, a thumbs up is always appreciated. Good luck to everything you have out there. And if you got any questions, feel free to throw it in the comment section.